Welcome, party people, to yet another stream. This one, though, for the DLC. Streaming testing. And then later on, we're going to have the Battle of the Bastards. Maybe number 2. Maybe this will be what I call the free-for-all tournaments. The Battle of the Bastards. Who we got then? Paul, welcome. Theodore, welcome. Incap, welcome. Tex, welcome. Echo, welcome. Rodrigo, welcome. Likers, welcome. Steph, welcome. Extra, welcome. Yvonne, Banri, Jun Huang, Nick, Philip, welcome. Okay, welcome to the fancy new artwork for the main menu, first of all, which looks pretty sweet. They always do. They always do a pretty good job of making it look different. Apart from those two. Those two are basically the same. Just jungle with some temples, basically. Bit of warpstone on that one. Underwater. That one's always cool. I like that one. Deserts. Tomb Kings. The original. Now we got the shadow on the blade. Well, it's not a difficult name, Benry. So, you know. Welcome. A name I can't pronounce. I know you told me how to say it, Lech, but I'm just going to call you Lech. That'll do. At least everyone else will know who I'm talking about then. Okay, let's get to some testing. We're going to test out some units. First thing I want to see, Malice or Snitch. Who wins? My money's on Snitch because of his Weeping Blade. There's this as well. Have you seen this? No, you wouldn't have seen this because you obviously don't have the game. But triple sword infantry. It said dual sword infantry, and people got funny about it. They actually moaned that it should be triple sword infantry because he's got 3 swords, which he does, technically. So, you know, it is just a correction, I suppose, but it's quite funny that they actually changed it. Yeah, triple sword infantry. Yeah, okay, Malice versus Snitch. Let's just do good old Glacial Lake, the classic testing map. See what happens. Let me know if I'm breathing into the mic too much, if the music's too loud, whatever. I think my mic's okay. Which Philip were you talking to? The other one, because you hadn't said anything. Black Philip. But welcome, Black Philip. Welcome, James. Jeremy. Someone needs to donate so this man can get a chair. Yep, too poor for a chair. Just got to stand. Yeah, so we can't even find Snitch to start with. We've just got to run towards him. Let's see. I guess we'll use his abilities. I suppose Snitch will be using his. Although maybe they'll hurt him more than actually just using them. Let me change my camera a minute. Got the debug camera on. Not anymore though. Where is the little bastard? He's around here somewhere. Malice isn't sure where to go. For all we know, he's running off in a different direction. Do you know his quest battles? Not off the top of my head, I haven't actually looked, but I'm sure he has them. Moving out. I suppose I can show you. The only thing I'm not allowed to show you is Rapont's campaign. It's fine. We weren't doing that anyway. We're going to do a little bit of testing on some of these new units. Whoa! We've just been Deathmaster sigiled. Here he comes. Get ready, buddy. It didn't last very long. It's supposed to last 7 seconds. You hit him with a stab. We'll drop Deadly Onslaught. He's missed him. Going well. Oh no. It's hard to tell. Let's have a look. The Snitch has taken more damage so far. We'll use... Oh, he's running away. He's doing a runner. He's popped Slippery. He's off skis. Thank you, Banry, for your $5, sir, for the chair fund. Thanks. Much appreciated. I'll be sure to buy a chair, hopefully, before the end of this stream. Snitch has taken some damage. Oh, he's evening out, though. Malice is down to half and half. Thing is, Malice, when Malice starts to waver or get low, I'm going to pop his stuff. Hopefully he doesn't die beforehand. Oh, Snitch is wavering, even without Zarkin coming out. We'll Zarkin up anyway. Let's see how much... I want to Reaper of Souls him. Gonna run away from it though. Reefer, we've got him anyway. Not really doing any damage though, maybe because he's out of range. I'm not sure if it's an area thing that only stays over here. Either way, it looks like Snitch has been beaten to crap. I think even without Zarkin, he was going to win that. He definitely seems more powerful than before. So when I did those videos, it was on a slightly older build. This one's been updated now. So it's a little more up to date. And one of the things that obviously many people were worried about was these boys. The Avalanche mortars were hideously powerful. So let's see if they're still hideously powerful, shall we? I'd just like to point out one other cool thing while we're on the menu here, which I'm excited about because I'm a greenskins man. Greenskins now get spiderlings as a freaking unit they can take. For 150, you can get yourself spiderlings. How sweet. How wonderfully sweet. Don't need a big old Arachnarok anymore. Just get some spiderlings. 150. It's actually a really good deal. 150. Their damage stats aren't that bad. They got a bit of armor. They got melee attack with poison. They can harass some skirmishers a treat. So that is, yeah, they're pretty powerful. Got a fair amount of health as well. Yeah, that was one cool thing I noticed. Just a random thing. Okay, let's test the Avalanche boys. I wonder if the Warlord got a buff. He was always a bit rubbish. Not sure. What should we test him on? Who was I blowing up before? Grail Knights. Let's see if we can blow up some more Grail Knights and see what kind of damage we do. Oh yeah, this is the other thing. You may have noticed, if you haven't seen this already, the factions are now kind of in order. They go in alphabetical order of the main factions, and then all the sub-factions are below. So that's a pretty neat thing as well. It looks a lot tidier. There was a lot of debate on how to put them. There was a few different ideas, but this is the one that I think looks best, and thankfully it's the one they chose. Just reading the chat, just reading the chat. I'm not sure if there's any other little faction things. Well, we'll go through and check. Oh, the other thing actually, check out the Legendary Lord cards. They got new portraits. All of the Legendary Lords, not the normal ones, but the Legendary ones. We look at Ashen. You're not going to see it on Ashen. Let's do something people will know more. Let's do Lizard Man. You can see all these little portraits look different. Rockgar looks a bit more fancy now. You can't really see them, they're so small, but they definitely look much better than they did before. They maybe look... Actually, you can see it better in campaign.
I fight for the greater good.
We're a man down for the tournament. Drats. I stop that, by the way. We're good. Is unit testing with another player way easier? Yeah, probably, but I don't have anyone that has the version. No one that's not busy anyway. So yeah, you can see all the new portraits up here. Some of them maybe they look like they were designed by a female artist. Look at Luther. Look at how feminine his hair is. Looks like he's got a bit of a woman's haircut going on. He looks a bit ladylike. And then if we look at... Who else is there? A couple of other ladies. Look at Vlad. Vlad literally looks like a woman now. Thanks, Alex. Vlad's got like a middle parting going on. It looks all very nice and tidy. Definitely not how an undead corpse should look. Who else? There was a couple of... Look at Sigvald. I don't know if you can see Sigvald in the picture all the way over here on the right. Oh, it's behind my camera. No, you can't. Okay, let me move it across. Oh, I can't. That's as far as it goes. Sigvald looks very much... He looks the most ladylike of all the bunch. Who else? Alitha Nar. Here he looks manly and evil, but over here he could be a crossdresser for all I know. It's hard to tell. But yeah, they've got a bit feminine, but they look much better anyway. Look at Volkmar's powerful mustache. Cool photos. Cool portraits, rather. Anyway, back to testing. Okay, what were we doing? Ashen boys with the big bombers. We'll bring a couple and we'll test them out against lots. We'll do Bretonia. We'll bring Repulse. And we'll test it out on Grail Knights. That's the thing I smashed in my video, which took off like half their health. We'll see what we can do. We're not going to get much time to fire, but should get a volley off. But in that video, I ran that battle a few times, and it was maybe half the time it was doing half the health damage, so it wasn't every time. It was a bit of the luck in that particular run that they did well. Just because all your hair is below your chin. Well, it's not below my chin, then it would be down here. All down here. I'd be like Amish. Oh dear. Okay, let's test these out. Oh, let's not all fire at once, lads. Get one. Let's just try one on this unit a minute. See what happens. I don't know where they're going. Facing the wrong way, lads. Probably going to hit like 3 units with this. Are they still OP? Let's find out. The purple rain cometh. There you go. That hit pretty well. Oh, it did do a fair amount of damage. That was a quarter. I'll get another one firing on this lot. That was a quarter of their health gone. Here comes another volley. Didn't hit them fantastically. Didn't do a great deal of damage over here. One coming in. Only hitting a little bit. They're fairly inaccurate. Although, quarter of the health nearly. Adding up. See if this one can get one off on this. You can do it, lads. Fire! Oh, that one's exploding super early. They're most definitely dead. How's this unit doing? So they're fairly inaccurate. And if you've got some fast moving units like Grail Knights, you can probably dodge them pretty easily. The AI won't, but a human could. Let's test them on some infantry, a bit slower. Elves are supposed to look feminine. Well, he doesn't look feminine in his little kind of video that was going on here in the campaign, but it's not a bad thing. It's just kind of funny. I think Luther's just the worst one. Luther makes me laugh. We're gonna have a look at it in a minute. People said things about other ones. I want to look at them now. Someone said Mazda Mundi looks surprised.
I am Tyrion.
He does. Look at his little face. He does look thoroughly surprised. Ah, brilliant. Someone's laughing at whose beard? Is it Thorgrim's beard? That is a luscious beard. Look at that. Welcome, Willow. Yeah, the new portraits look much better. Carl Franz looking mean. But Luther Harkon not looking too deadly. Where's he gone? There he is. He looks like he's taking a selfie. He looks like he's smiling. It's Luther Harkon. He's not supposed to smile. Deathmaster Snitch is doing a bit of the old cheese. Say cheese! Cheese! Brilliant. Anyone else looking ridiculous? Tehenowin's looking a bit like he's also posing for a happy selfie with that big smile. I think Surprise Mazda Mundi is the best one. Oh dear. Welcome, Lightning. So also, I should say, so the Battle of the Bastards is going to be a free-for-all tournament. There's going to be 4 free-for-all matches. The winner of each of those 4 will go into the final, and the winner will get the DLC for free, obviously. So if you want to be in with the chance of that, there is a spot for anyone, but there's going to be more chances for people who are regulars, either to the Discord or even to YouTube streams or comments. So if you're interested in entering, let me know. Am I doing multiplayer battles? Sort of later on. We'll be doing the tournament. If we've got time, we might do some normal battles, but that'll probably be late after the tournament. I'm not sure how long the tournament will take. Anyway, back to testing. Distracted by the funny pictures. So let's test these on... Not sure who to bring. Just want an army. Relatively well armoured. Bring some Dark Elves. Bring various Dark Elves. Some of those, some of those, some of those. See what we can do to their infantry. How do I enter the tournament? You just did. You just did. There's only going to be 4 slots, though, for non-regular people. Anyone who's a patron and wishes to enter, you'll get more chance. Anyone who's a regular gets even more chance. As a way to reward the regulars, of course. Okay. Let's see what we can do to infantry with 3 units of Avalanche mortars. Maybe we'll just let them fire on their own. Just let them do it. How's the campaign end-turn speed? Very good. Very good. It's like 10, 15, maybe 20 seconds. Bombs coming in. Landing well on these bleak swords. That is a lot landing on these bleak swords, but they're only down to half health, considering how many volleys came in. Seems like they're all focusing one unit. Try and spread them out a little bit. Probably because that one was at the front. I used to do a video about all the factions and troops individually. Pretty sure I've done those for every faction. If you mean what I think you mean. Not doing a ton of damage here. Only this Bleak Swords has really taken the most of it. They are. Look at all the black spots. They are missing pretty heavily. It seems they have been nerfed down. I'm not sure what they have stats-wise. They still have about the same damage. I feel like maybe their accuracy has taken a hit. They seem like they miss a little bit more than they used to. They've done a fair amount, but for 3 units, and this is what, like 4,000 gold in all of these? Done 1 half, half, half. They've done a fair bit of damage, I suppose. But this would be the thing, if you brought all of these and spent this much, you're now screwed because all the infantry's on top here. So they definitely seem less powerful. They shouldn't be as much of a problem as I think people were expecting them to be. So we'll see. Welcome, Vimarain. Any chance you'll remaster the old fraction guides? I haven't done any fraction guides. I'm no good at maths. But in regards to a similar question, which might be faction guides on the end, yes. But not until Warhammer 3. Because if I redo, say, the Empire guide now, there's a chance they may change a bit with Warhammer 3, and then I'll have to redo it again. So I might as well just wait till Warhammer 3, then redo all those old guides. I'd very much like to. So I will do it. But once we see what happens with Warhammer 3 and how that changes things, who knows what could happen. I have no idea. So, but now I'll do the shutdown guides. Again, they might change, so can't win them all, but okay, anything anyone wants to see with any of these new units? What I like to see is the comparison of existing units to these new units and see if they're realistic. Like Ashen Triads. What units are like Ashen Triads? Will Ashen Triads outperform Storm Vermin with halberds at taking down some cavalry? There's a good question. Because they perform differently. Let's try some Knights. Deadly Set Spears. Just 2 units. Got to try and tie up the Lord. Let's get a mobile Lord so we can try and tie him up. Let's try this. We'll see if Storm Vermin Halberds perform better against cavalry or whether Ashen Triads do with their minus 50% armor. Maybe that'll help. Try to win a battle with Malice only. I think I know how that one ends, my friend. Let's try and line them up. There's I didn't notice how small the unit was. Ashen Triads, they always that small? I think they were. They've only got 54 in the unit compared to 120 of the Storm Vermin, so that's quite the difference. Let's see if we can get the cavalry to play ball and attack us as we want them to. Hopefully they don't try to flank us. We'll have to turn, I suppose. No, we don't want to turn both units. Probably going to run at me when I do this. Yeah, fuckers. Gonna ruin my charge defense. Fine, we'll just both charge into them. See how that goes. Get out of the way, Lord. The Ashen Triads are getting destroyed. But then they did get charged. Because I moved. So, damage. But they've broken already. They do have low leadership. That is one of their things. Let's try that again to see if we can get them to actually not just run around us. Go against the wall. Can't find the Discord. Somebody link this man the Discord. Show us the new provinces. Sure, we can have a little look at the campaign in a sec. I want to try and get this down a minute. See if we can get them to charge us as we want them to. Stand still, lads. Keep going round. Gonna stab us in the side. I'm sure it's going to do a great deal to us. And they're going to break their charge defense. Yeah, you just can't do this test on the AI. They just ruin everything for you. Not so bad this time though. Triad surviving a little bit better. Putting up fair damage on these cold ones. They're putting up damage quicker than the storm vermin had. I think that's going to be the difference here, is storm vermin are going to be better at surviving, but their damage is going to be a lot slower. And triads, damage is going to be quicker, but they're not as tough. They nearly beat this unit. My lord is taking a pounding. What a wimp. Have anything to help save him.
Quick, fast! Move there!
The lord may be a problem. But it looks like the triads mostly defeated this unit. I think if the lord wasn't getting involved and probably hitting them a little bit. Well, there weren't many rats over here where he was fighting, so maybe not. But they did a lot of damage. They got that one down to a quarter of the health. And considering they only cost 750, and the cold ones cost like 1200, not a bad deal. As these ones, they haven't even put that much hurt. They've done half health. In the time it probably would have taken full health for the triads to kill them off. So there you go. Ashen Triads, much better damage dealers because of their Weeping Blade, but don't survive so good. Okay, anything people want to see, say it now. Let's check the other factions actually for anything new that I may have missed. Beastmen got anything going on? Look how bare their roster is. They need some love. They're one of those factions that need some love. Nothing new like the Greenskins little units. Tonia, apart from the new Lord and Hero, of course. Dark Elves, obviously lots of new stuff for them. Dwarfs, they get any love? I mean, there is obviously a lot of balancing. I do have the patch notes, but I'm not allowed to show you them. Or tell you them, I guess. Although maybe they're old patch notes, I don't know. Nothing new for the Empire, of course. Greenskins. So anyone who didn't see earlier, the Greenskins now have Spider Hatchlings as a recruitable unit. They got pretty good stats, and they're only 150. Feel like they'll probably go up because that is a ridiculously good price, and they're going to be fantastic for harassing missiles. But we'll see. High Elves. Oh, this is campaign exclusive. So these ones won't be there. This is just for this build. You could get Alistair the White Lion. I'm surprised they haven't just put him in the game, to be honest. People seem to like him, do they not? Although maybe that's a campaign exclusive. Oh, it is. Oh, okay. Damn it. I missed that before. No spiders. I take it back. No spiders. Campaign exclusive. That is what they need, though. Multiplayer. That would be great. Greenskins need something. Give us something. Why are squigs? Oh, super squig. I didn't even know that was a thing. I need super squigs. How are they super? They're not super. They're shit. They're worse than the normal ones. Wulfric's glorious beard picture. as Rook the Maze Keeper. Yeah, so I guess it's only campaign exclusive stuff that's new. Missed that on the Greenskins one. Get Krell. It's pretty cool. They're unbreakable, are they? Oh, okay. I missed that bit. Anyway. Anything people want to see? Did I miss? Dark Up and Skaven, new things versus single anti-large test. Okay. What units do you wish to see fighting single large? Can we see some of the new lore? I can show you the book if you wish. I'll leave these up for a second. I put this in the video though. You should be able to read these. Sun Eater versus Master. Alright, give that a try. So you got Skitter and Leap, typical old spell. That one's been around for a while. Warp Stars is a magic missile. Good from a high angle, apparently. Good against armor. Good against a single unit, so it's more of a snipey spell. Although it's been used on a unit here. Although, does that mean single unit or single character? Have they changed the wording on that? I'm sure it used to be single character. Armor of Darkness, plus 60 armor, plus 60, plus 22 missile defense. That's pretty nice. That's going to be very useful for a lot of the lighter Skaven units. Veil of Shadows. This is one of the ones I showed in the video. It pushes all the units out of wherever it is. So you can move units away from wherever you want. Did Ruin get anything for Skitter Leap? We'll have a look. Brittle Bone, pretty powerful. Minus 40 melee defense. Very useful. I've used that one a fair few times. Also minus speed and vigor. And then the Black Whirlwind, which is just a vortex spell, does damage. Strong versus multiple units. Again, that's one I put in the video. Plague of Ruin, is that what someone wanted to see? Let's get her and leap in here. In here? The dreaded 13th. There is no skitter and leap in this. Where was it before then? Was it in Plague? I remember. Spells of Stealth. Is Bretonian New Lord good or not? Yes, Raponce seems pretty good. Okay, let's do this test. You want to see the Master against Kolek, someone said. Was that Crusader? What am I looking for? Dark Elves. The Master. We'll bring the High Beast Master as well. He's probably going to get his head kicked in, but... Any particular mount? Maybe on a steed so he doesn't get knocked over all the time? Or a cold one? Doesn't really do anything for his damage though, so... Only on a Pegasus. Gives him a bit more charge bonus. We could give him a potion of strength as well. Try him out. Chaos. We're going to see how the Master does taking down freaking Kolek. See if this Master's got what it takes. As he is supposed to be an anti-large murderer. We put him on a horse so that he doesn't get knocked over all the time.
Heed the laugh. Going. Slaughter.
Where I'm in. Kolek playing it cool. See how he does without his potion of strength, which gives him 50 armor piercing and 50 weapon damage. And if he starts to look like he needs it, then we'll throw him in. Ooh. Here they go. One donk for Kolek. This boy is not doing a lot. Come on, Master, look alive. Do an attack. Just standing there. There he goes. He's done one attack. Don't think he's going to make it though.
Witness my cruelty.
Not even doing anything. Do something, mate. Stab him. Yeah, that was just a terrible test. He didn't do anything for like the first 5 minutes. Let's try again. Just stood there. I thought I'd see how he'd fare without the potion first, because the potion is an item that you will take, so it's not going to be necessarily there all the time. I'll pop all the buffs and see what happens. I want to see how he did just base.
Slay them!
What do we got? We use Deadly Onslaught. Charge him, laddie!
Suffering! Death!
Takes his time attacking. There he goes. Only done a little bit of damage with that hit though. Not a lot. Not a lot there for the old anti-large master. Not taking him on one-on-one anyway. I think if he was distracted fighting something else, he'd probably tear him a new one. Gotcha, Mark Loken. Maybe we should try him on a different mount. Maybe we should try him on foot, but I think he's just going to get knocked over. Any ideas? Yeah, he's not doing one-on-one dueling with these large monsters very well. Maybe Kolek's just too powerful for him. Maybe we should try a bit less.
No mount ×2.
Okay. Should we take off the potion of strength? Try them with just Deadly Onslaught. See if two of them can take him down. Go masters, we'll spread them out so they don't get hit together.
Master Druki! Striding!
Alright.
Battle ready!
Get him, lads! Double master attack. Can they take down Kolek?
Master
I want one to be
Druki!
more on the side though. I don't know if Kolek's going to hit him with a splash, so.
Relentless! Whatever it takes!
Just a charge bonus, but no biggie. Oh, fucking hell. That one's gone. Back to the fray, buddy!
Performing!
Getting him down, slowly but surely.
Primed!
I think one of them's taken a lot of damage so far. They're just getting knocked over all over the place. Give him a stab, son. Let's fast forward this, see what they can do. Not looking good for him. One's gone, the other's gone. They could not even half health damage Kolek. Not so good. Maybe they're a little bit in need of some help. Well, no, they're back, they're back. Try them again. Deadly Onslaught for the win. Can they get him below half? Just about. One's dead, the other one's gone. Yeah, not so good. Not so good against Kolek at least. Maybe against lesser monsters. Kolek a bit too much for them. Anybody want to see... okay, let's do that. Let's see Warp Grinder's destroy some walls. Take Snitch, I suppose. Actually, we'll take a Lord that will get shot at. I haven't actually checked this myself yet. Where the attack is, so we want to be the attack. Okay, let's try and warp grind some walls, see what happens. See how quickly they can get the job done. Deathmaster versus Necrosphinx. He's not anti-large. Let's try this out real quick.
Kill contraptions at hand.
Go, go, go! So in theory they can indeed attack the walls.
Warp grind.
Drill these freaking walls straight down. Get ready to drill, lads! I want to see if it kills the units on the wall as well. Let's try this one. They're staring at the wall. Here they go. Let's get drilling. Whoa there. They're going for it. They are drilling away. How's that wall looking? 25%, 27%, 29%. It's going up pretty quick. They're all doing it. This one's not. Get to it, lads. 51%. These walls are coming down quick. 60%. I wonder if we put 2 units in the same place if it'll go down faster. Too late to find out now. This is taking what? Less than a minute maybe? Those ones are down. That one's down. They're in. That's pretty quick. Excuse me. That is going to be very handy for this game. There you go. Warp grinders tearing down walls. Pretty quick. Pretty quick. There is another big change, but I'm not sure I'm allowed to talk about it, so I won't. But it could be pretty significant. I'll leave it. Okay. What else do we want to see? Anything else to test? I mean, Deathmaster lost to Malice. Chariots. What about them? Drill versus something large unit. They're not great in melee. Their stats are only 18 melee defense, so they don't survive very well. Their seismic snare and their warp quake isn't bad. It says a high chance opponent will resist damage on the warp quake. They're going to be a bit hit or miss, I think. Their armor piercing damage is great, but they need something to support them, I guess. And the regular Globadiers have changed, actually. That's a good point. They're now no longer anti-large, as you can see. They've now got Poison Wind, damage over time at 10 seconds. So Globadiers are no longer an anti-large unit. An interesting move. But I think it's probably because they've got so many anti-large missiles now. You've got Jezzails that'll do that job, you've got Rattling Guns will do that job. So the Poison Wind mortars are still a bit up in the air on how useful they really are. I haven't seen them get tons of kills. Does Warp Quake stack? I guess so. It's just an AoE. Anti-large chariots versus single large. Okay, let's test out those Scourge Runners. See what I can do. From my experience so far, they've been pretty good. We'll test out both kinds. Let's try... We can find an armoured large. An unarmoured large. Let's try an Arachnarok and a Giant. One is armoured, one is not. They've got armour piercing damage though, so theory they'll do alright. Oh, we don't want to siege, do we? No, thank you. Glacial Lake. Where's he gone? Okay, let's try this. Is that poison wound on your own units? Yes, it is. That's one of the big things about it. It is questionable whether it's worth it because it will poison your own units. Much like poison does, I think, if you shoot poisonous arrows or anything. Okay, we'll try one first of all. Let's see how well the normal non-Regiment of Renown version does against a spider. I suppose we can do both on different targets. We'll get the other one to shoot the giant. So these are anti-large and armor-piercing missiles. This thing can skirmish as well. They both can. A few hits landed. Done a little bit of damage though. Does have 150 armor. That is a lot of armor. Giant taking it like a champ. He is taking the slightly worse attack. 77 missile damage to 123 missile damage. The raw version does quite a bit more, although it's not really doing much more damage to the unarmored giant. Or lightly armored giant. Are you going to catch him here? Get moving, lads! They are going to take some shots from the Arachnorok spider. Don't shoot the Lord, keep shooting the bloody spider, you fools! This certainly seems like less damage than before, perhaps. Though it's doing pretty well, considering it's taking no damage itself. This Ravage has nearly used up half its ammo. And it's only done a third of giant health. It's mostly been shooting the giant. That's getting shot by the other one. Don't know where the spider's going. It's going after the Lord. Hammer this giant. See if we can get it dead. Not doing tons of damage. Maybe it's better in a crowd because the missiles are missing a lot. And why you didn't skirmish? Oh, I took you off skirmish. That'll be why. Let's try them on cavalry. They're not pumping out damage on the single large, but doesn't necessarily need to. It is a chariot, of course. It can work the whole match if it needs to. Let's try some big, chunky cavalry. Empire cavalry. Let's try some demigryphs. Some Reiksguard. What about the Medusa ladies? What about them? What do you wish to see? Giant might have more health. Good point. Although I think Arachnorok's fairly beefy. Throw the normal chariot on the Reiksguard. More shots look like they're landing. This one's going to give chase though. Run away, how fast is it? It's 84 speed. Doesn't fucking look like it right now, being caught by 59 speed, goddamn. Oh dear, makes no sense. Okay, you start shooting that one. You start shooting the demigryphs. Okay, the Regiment of Renown shooting the Reiksguard. And the normal one shooting the demigryphs. Try to get our Lord to move so he doesn't do damage to them. A lot more of the shots are landing now against cavalry. Pretty much not missing at all. Done a good bit of damage to the demigryphs, has the normal one. Again, landing shots like a champ. So yeah, they seem pretty strong. Stronger against cavalry perhaps than against single large monsters, just because they miss more often. If they're going to clump up like this, they're just going to make it easy for us. Do you think the Medusa could be a lure, especially for the Snake Queen? I guess she could be. You put her on the shrine and things. Yeah, Scourge Runner Chariots. Try and charge him in. Ugh. Ugh. Okay, bad idea. Bad idea, run away. Yeah, pretty strong units, those. Much better against cavalry, it seems. It seems. But such is the way with anything. Cavalry is an easier target. I think we've established that the Master is a little bit on the weak side. What do you want to see a Medusa do? Let's have a look. We just catch up on the chat. What do you want to see the Medusas do? That's what I'm trying to read. Good chunk of armoured infantry. What, in melee? Shall we say... Hargoneth? Some Hargoneth boys, they're on the same side. That would be all wrong. What about some Chaos boys? Try her out against some... great weapons? Maybe some Chosen? Chosen halberds? What is the trait of Medusa? She's only got Fear, Terror, and of course Murderous Prowess, and Siege Attacker. But the fancy one has this area of effect Hex as well. Or direct damage rather, not a Hex. Whale of Malice. That's kind of cool. Maybe we'll take them both, we can test them out individually. We also have the Bloodrack Shrine, but we'll stick with these two for now. Let's bring some Chaos Warriors and some Chosen. We'll get them to switch around. There isn't a Medusa Lord now. Someone was just saying it would be cool. Master is kind of cool looking. I don't know. I mean, he's not necessarily weak. I think we tested him against Kolek. Like, it's a tall order for any single character. Yeah, maybe he'd do better against cavalry or just with other things fighting alongside him. But two of them taking on Kolek couldn't even get him down below half health, which was a little bit poor considering they cost the same. Okay, let's see what these Medusas can do with their ranged attacks to these heavily armoured Chosen and Chaos Warriors. Nice bit of damage on their first strikes. They are walking though. Might want to hurry up, lads. You're going to get shot to death. Their fire rate's pretty quick. Not sure what the reload time is. 6-second reload time for the fancy version. And 7 seconds for the non-raw version. This one's doing better damage though against a tougher target. Alright, let's try this one in melee. Into melee! Wah! The Lord's going to get in the way a bit. Not sure whether the popper ability. She does both. The what's her name? Bloodrack Shrine. She has a debuff. I'll show you in a sec. She debuffs and buffs. How are we doing in melee? Only 7 kills for that one. Let's drop the Whale of Malice. See if this does much. If it takes much health off the Lord. Didn't last very long. Took about basically no health off the Lord, but it's not necessarily supposed to be good against Lords anyway. So yeah, they've been beaten up in melee fairly quickly. They're really not too great. Maybe not against these elite infantries. Against lesser infantries, that is Chosen. That one was fighting, to be fair. This one's surviving a bit better. How many kills did it get? Only got 8 kills. It did a fair bit of damage, half health to Chosen. But not a ton of murdering. think against lighter troops they'll probably be far more effective. Well, of course they will, but even with their armor-piercing damage. Yeah, the Bloodrack Shrine has these two buffs. It reduces enemy leadership and melee defense, which means they'll potentially take more damage, and it also buffs nearby troops' melee attack and leadership, so they will potentially do more damage to the enemies they're fighting. So it's a nice combo. It can also fire whilst moving, so it can do melee damage from ramming around, and it can still shoot its missile. That's pretty cool. Can they get out of a fight? Let's test them against some lesser infantry, shall we? Let's just try some Empire boys. Try some swordsmen. Swordsmen and great swords. Let's bring a couple more along. Bring the shrine as well. See if they can do anything. Mix them up. Yeah, Medusas are pretty fast. I think that's going to be one of their cheeky traits. They'll be able to reposition pretty well, as I did in that video. You can kind of flank round, get some good shots in. Okay, we'll shoot some swordsmen. Great swords with that one, and great swords with... Actually, no, okay, you shoot great swords, don't shoot them. Shoot the normal ones, you shoot... Oh, they're all shooting those. This great sword's getting destroyed by 2. That one's been hit by 2 missiles. That one took a fair bit of damage from 1 hit. That one kind of missed.
Blood of our heirs! The Emperor will save us!
Doing some nice work on them. Charge this one into melee. Okay, let's charge her in and see if she can get out. This one's coming in. Let's charge into these and drop Whale of Malice and see what it does. It does a tiny bit of damage. Useful in a big crowd, I guess, but not so good otherwise. These two are surviving pretty well, though. They're not taking any damage yet, really. Oh, this is still... this thing's still firing. But these ones doing much better in melee now. Against lesser troops. They got 76 kills, that one. Only 23 for this one. I guess that was in the missiles. I'm going to change my buttons too. She is slapping Empire boys all over the gap. But they're not taking a great deal of damage. Somehow this one's only got 33 kills. Feels like it should have way more, considering this one's at 84.
Don't give them an inch!
Let's try and get one out of there. Come away, love! Okay, she slips away quite easy. She can then reposition. Attempt to, anyway. Try and pop a shot off, charge in again. She does have a fair charge bonus, 52. Goddamn, see it now. 52 charge bonus on the Bloodrack Medusa. Drop one of those, drop in a charge. So she may benefit from being used like that. Just charge her in, drop a little charge attack, get out of there. We give these ones a little charge, try and spook them away. Cheeky charge. This one's fighting okay. We'll drop another Whale of Malice on all this. Do a little bit damage. Gonna break them. Cause terror. Not sure. Yeah, very mobile. It seems very, very, very mobile. So I'm gonna shoot. Ouch. Yeah, so much better if you keep them moving, it seems. Although they did fairly well fighting in melee for a while. This one got 144 kills. The Regiment of Renown version didn't do so well. Not sure why. I think it was shooting the great swords, I suppose. Yeah, they're pretty strong. In the right situation. If you can keep them alive, how much am I? 18 ammo, so not too bad. They can definitely drop a lot of shots. Could add up the damage over the course of a fight. Or a battle, rather. Deathmaster against Belagar. Or Grombrindel. Right, let's try him out at assassinating some characters. Big Bad Belagar. Big Bad Belagar. Yeah, no goblin juice today, maybe after. This is the Tears of Soul Equilibrium. These are Soul's Tears, I drink them, they keep me going. Best tears you'll find. Salty. Indeed. Very salty. Don't worry, they're happy tears. They're the happy tears he gets from watching all the guinea pigs grow and looking after them. Okay, let's pin him in place, because why not? Stab him up. See how quickly he can take down Belagar. Is Belagar going to fight back? There he goes. Taking a fair bit of damage so far. So, Snitch has scaling damage, as you can read on the left here. The amount of damage that this unit causes increases based on the amount of hit points the target has lost. Which is kind of unclear what it really does, but sounds like the more he loses health, the more he does damage on the enemy. The more the enemy loses health, the more damage he does, I mean. He is absolutely ruining Belagar. He is putting him in the bin. Down he goes. He's gone already. Still half health for Snitch. There you go. The Snitch Master takes him down. Who else can he take down? Who's the toughest lord to kill? Who's the toughest freaking foot lord? What about Vlad? Let's try Vlad. He's a tough bastard with his nice lady hair. He's got a million spells though. Let's take some of his spells off because he'll cheat. Might start using all this shit. Invocation he might actually use on himself, so that's fine. We could use that. We might have some defenses. We'll leave this stuff on because he might use it. Realistically, that could be stuff that someone would use if they had Vlad. So we'll see. Can Snitch take down Big Vlad? Pin him in place. Get a charge on him. Stab him up. See if we can defeat the regeneration. Can he do damage quick enough? Oh, that's cheeky. Haven't seen that move before. Yeah, sure. AI doesn't really use its abilities very well, but he's getting him down slowly, but he is taking damage in the process. Speed it up a little bit. Oh, I think he just healed himself. Snitch is doing it. Snitch is doing it. Got him down to half health. That regeneration's still going. He's just run out of regeneration though. As in his bar is coming down. Snitch though, running out of health himself. Can he finish Vladdy? Needs to get him crumbling. Oh, he's going to heal himself again. Cheeky. He's got him nearly. He's got him nearly. Go on. Hit him. He's just standing there now. He's not hitting for about 5 minutes. And he's dead. That was weird. He just stopped attacking him at the end there, which was stupid because he may have done that. But nearly got him. Nearly got Vlad. A tough corpse to take down. Give him the ring and he would win. Who are you talking about? Vlad? I don't think he has a ring. He's got that. The Cloak of Shadows. That might help. 9 melee defense reduction. Potentially very powerful. How quickly can he kill mages? Ho ho ho! There's a question. Okay, let's try Heinrich Kemmler against Snitch. Let's see how this goes. The Carstein ring. Yeah, I don't really remember vampire stuff too well. Let's see how quickly he can murder... Oh, how did he see him so quick? That did a lot of damage to Snitch, that missile attack. Jeez. Let's put him in place. That might have been a little bit early. It used to last 7 seconds. Does it still? Kemmler is using all the magic. Not sure it's going to save him though. Oh, he's fought. Oh no! This is cheating. This is cheating. Can't bring Krell into it, mate. Jesus, we forgot about Krell, didn't we? Should have taken him off. Welcome, Simon. Okay, let's try someone who's not gonna spawn up Krell. Let's try a nice damsel. A nice damsel, lady of life. Oh, she needs a lord. Okay, let's do the Fey Enchantress. Let's do Prophet of Life. Prophetess. There we go. Let's try her. What's the stream delay? Seems like there's a bit of delay on this. Put it on low latency. Might have to do the chimp test in a minute. Okay, what are we on? 6 o'clock? Let's see if Snitch can take out a prophetess. Or how quickly he'll take out a prophetess. There's no doubt he's going to murder her. But how quickly is another question. In he goes. Oh dear, half health gone already nearly. Half health gone. 3/4 gone. And... dead? Nearly dead. She's gone. She did not last a minute. She lasted about 30 seconds. Snitch is the murderer of mages, for sure. Réponse versus 7 heures. Okay, we can see some réponse. Let's see what she can do then. Can she take down the imperishable? He's got a ton of magic as well, hasn't he? Do we keep his magic on? I guess we should. I mean, it's unlikely someone will bring all of this, but... whack her on a horse? We'll whack her on a horse, because most people are going to put her on a horse. Snitch versus Grimgor. Put him against Grimgor or Tyrion. How about Teclis? I don't think Teclis is going to stand much chance. See if Rapons can do some stuff to the imperishable. I mean, really, Setra will probably be on a mount, but... here she goes. Stabby stab stabs. Pop her ability. Whoa! She sent him fucking flying. Pop her ability, because why not? Don't even know what it did, to be honest. Augment, yeah. Most of any explosion, but not really going to do much when he's far away anyway. She's beating him up, though. Even with his weapon buffs. Is he anti-large? So he is. Didn't even know. He's not doing very well though. Even if he is anti-large. Whoa! He's knocking him about. He is beating him down, I reckon. Oh no, she's losing it now. He's knocking him down a little bit. Not the fairest of tests, because one is on foot and one is on horse, but she is gonna beat him. I reckon. I believe. Oh no! Oh! He fell. She fell. So close though. You only had a little bit of health. And he was anti-large, so maybe on foot she would have had him. What do you say? Snitch versus... Wimgo. Can't find the greenskins anymore. We're trying to look in all the old places. Thank you very much, Kaiser Blade. Much appreciated, my man. See you later for now, Steph. Thanks for stopping by and announcing, as always. Okay, Snitch versus Grimgore. Can he do it? Can he freaking do it? Sigil him in place. It's nice that the sigil is pretty much instant. Means you can stop anyone getting away in a pinch. Even damage so far. Oh, Grimgore giving it back. Grimgore popping the wah. And stand your ground and foe seeker and all the shit. Not messing around. He's taking a pounding. Nice moves, nice moves. He's putting some damage on Grimgore, but he is taking it himself. Grimgore's run out of his wah now. Grimgore's starting to lose it. Oh, Grimgore's going down. Snitch has done it. Even with all his abilities, couldn't save him from the Snitch Master. Cool. Okay, we tested Snitch a bunch. What else have we got to play with? Wasn't when mortars aren't that exciting. They were a bit meh. This train's Death Squad are just Death Runners, really. Dark Elf stuff. We've looked at most of it now. Looked at the Medusas a bit. Looked at the Scourge Runners a bit. Saw the Master not do a lot. Medusa versus generic lords. In what way? I don't think she's going to duel any lords or anything very well. We can try it though. We can try it. What do you mean by generic lord? Who do you want to see? Oh, greenskins definitely need some love. And they will get it. Is the Bear Master any good? Beat Master any good? The Beat Master. We got no DJs here. Beast Master, there we go. He's got there. He's got there in the end. The High Beast Master. Not too bad. He's not the toughest in the world. Doesn't have armor piercing damage, so gonna be better against lighter things, but could do. A hybrid one. What do you want, like a wood elf? Like a glade lady? Glade lady on foot? Glade lord? Or a glade lord on foot? I don't know if people bring that. Okay, we'll try it. Skaven mortar versus Saurus. Alright, we can give that a try. See if they do anything. See if they can do anything useful with themselves. I think they're just going to shoot each other for a while. This could take a while. Let's hit him. He's hitting her back. Seems to be winning the missile engagement. The missile hits... Oh, they hit about the same actually. Oh, his isn't armor piercing. That's the difference. Let's try melee. Wiggle your way over to him, love. He's running. He's fucking running. He's kiting you. Get him. Oh, she's twonked him a treat. He's all up in his grill. Very quick. She screamed in his face. Can she take him out in melee? Not looking good for her in melee. Taking a pounding. Oh. She's knocking them all over the place, which is useful for her. She's not really getting much damage done though. Somehow. She's losing it, she's lost. So yeah, in melee, against lords, or heroes, no thank you, she says. She's not great. At range though, she was winning it, I think. Two people having an argument about lords. Okay, let's try Poison Winds then. Against Saurus. We'll try 1. Maybe 2. Who's a better tester? Saurus Warriors. Probably going to miss a lot. We'll take 2 units anyway. Fire them at separate targets. See what happens. See if these Poison Wind missiles do anything useful. She was winning the missile fight against that lord, sure. But when she got into melee, she started to lose. She lost more health and eventually lost. Okay. Poison Wind mortars. Firing away on Saurus Warriors. See if their damage over time can do anything. Landed a good few shots. Both of them. That damage over time doing some work. That's 1 volley. It's taken nearly a quarter of their health. Of 1 unit anyway, and the other one not so much. Oh, that was a good landing. Okay, these have been buffed up a bit, I think. They definitely weren't looking that impressive before, but now 2 volleys saw us down to half health. And are they slowed? Not sure if they slow them as well. I think it's just damage. Yeah, just damage over time. Doing some work. When is the free for all? We'll probably get started in a bit. I think we're nearly out of testing to do for now. These Saurus Warriors are getting ruined by Poison Winds. Those ones are missing, they're out of range now, but that is some good damage actually. That is definitely more than it was before. I feel like they've been buffed up somehow. They definitely never seemed that effective before. They've ruined a unit of Saurus Warriors, but you really need to keep them alive. If they die early on, like they're about to here, this quick, they're not going to be worth the money, probably. 2v2 finale. Yeah, I'm sure Admiral Yi is here. Rarely see him around. Okay, any more testing? Last little testing bits. Anyone got anything they really want to see? Someone wanted to see the Ashen start. No. Not sure whether it was Vortex or thingy.
I am Chariot.
Vortex.
The Lord of Decay.
Not the one. Mortal.
I fight for the greater Lord of the Ashen.
We're over in the Dragon Isles. Don't know if you can see that where it is, whoever wanted to see that. It's a new part of the map, I think, isn't it? The Malice start. Also on the Dragon Isles. With his Black Ark. In Empire, in Mortal Empires at least. But I'm not going to play any campaigns today. Maybe later in the week I might. But yeah, no campaigns today. But I'm sure somebody else will have streamed Malice campaigns and things, if that's what you want to watch. Some other YouTuber or streamer, perhaps. Did they update a lot of the Lord pictures? Yes, they did. We were talking about it earlier, and we were laughing at funny haircuts. We were looking at Mazda Mundi's surprised face. There it was. We're looking at Luther Harkon's girly selfie with his nice hair, with his nice little middle parting. Very nice. Who else is comical? Vlad also looks a bit weird. Roman Gorst looks cooler. Which unit is your favourite so far with the update? I'm quite a fan of the Triads, even though they're a bit of a niche pick, I suppose, but do love a good sneaky anti-large unit. Is new Bretonian Lord win condition same as Vortex ME? Dunno. I'm not allowed to show you Rapon's campaign, so I'm not going to have a look. Just in case I get in trouble. The White Dwarf looks cool. Good old Grombrindle. Have a look and pop in on the new provinces of where. I could do Malice or... well, fuck it, we'll just do both. We'll do Malice and Snitch. I can't do Bretonia though. So this is Mortal Empires. Is it Mortal Empires or Vortex? What do people want to see? I'm only going to do one of each. ME or Vortex? Mortal Empires. We'll do Mortal Empires. Let's have a look around the Dragon Isles. All the MEs. Nobody cares about Vortex. Nobody wants that shit. All about the Mortal Empires. We'll do a turn as well so you can see the turn times. Yeah, I'll skip the cutscene. I think I am allowed to show you them, but I'll skip them anyway. I'll let you people watch that for yourselves. I like Vortex. I don't mind either. I think I probably prefer Mortal Empires though.
Hail.
Well, there wasn't one in HE. Okay, well, this is it. This is the start. This is all you get. Arkle's added me to the friends list. I thought you were already on my friends list. Chap. So we start. Ooh. Oh, we are his apparently. Well, we've got a Black Ark here. We got Malice on foot. About to take out some lizards by the looks of it. So you'll take the Dragon Isles, which is on the far corner of the map, as you can see. There's Ulthuan, all the way over, tucked away, right in this little old corner, which is a nice starting point because you can kind of build outwards from there, kind of push out in all directions if you wish. Yeah, so there's Malice's start. Can you tell where Rapont starts? No. Not allowed to talk about Rapont's campaign. Or at least I'm not allowed to play Rapont's campaign. I may be allowed to show you, but I don't know. I'm not sure, so I'm not going to risk it. I can't be asked to check. Let's just have a look at Snitchy Boy's start in Mortal Empires.
The Lord of Decay.
Yep. Are the Dragon Isles new? Yes, they are. Shush. Okay, so I nearly said Queek. Snitchy Boy starts in a similar place, so that's where Malice started just now. Just get out of the way. Malice was here, I think, and so Snitch is just over here. We got some greenskins to fight. Crikey. Starts with one settlement. Can't see a lot around. Yeah, there we go. Okay, let's test the ultimate thing though that everyone wants to know. How quick are the turn times? Get your watches out. I'm going to time it actually. I'll time it myself. How quick? Obviously this is on my computer. It's going to be different on yours potentially. But let's see here what time it takes. Here we go. Don't know if you can see that or not. Oh, we're not even fast forwarded. Look at it. Look at it flying through. Glorious. What are we at? What are we at? And we're done. 15 seconds. 15 seconds. There you go. No longer do you have to cry between turns. They've sorted it out. Who knows how they did it, but they've done it. Which certainly puts Warhammer 3 in good stead if they're going to link all these together again in some kind of Warhammer 3 Mortal Empires. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty good. Oh, it really saves the campaign, doesn't it? Because it does get a bit ridiculous. A lot of people obviously just do other things. Like you can just read a book between turns. Literally, you can probably read a few pages of a book by the time it's done, or a few chapters of a book by the time it's done. They actually sped up turns. They did. They did indeed. Okay, I think we're about done with the testing for now. I've got to switch my game over. Now, I've not done this before, but I should be able to switch to a normal version of Warhammer by just changing some file names. I've got the DLC version of the game and the normal version of the game downloaded onto my hard drive. So I've got two versions of the game, or my SSD rather. And in theory, I can just switch them over quite easily, but I've not done it before, so hopefully it doesn't all go to shit. But I'm going to find out in a minute. So I'm going to stop this stream, do that, and then start the stream up again, so I can make separate videos for this testing DLC and for the tournament as well, so I can give separate videos on demand, rather than people having to find it in both. Do you think we will get more Skaven on this game, or on Game 3 only? I also don't think the map will be bigger for Game 3. Do you think we'll get more Skaven? Not for a long time. As the Lizardmen just got 2 DLCs, the Skaven have now got their 2 DLCs, the Dark Elves have had 2 DLCs, so I think it's just going to be bringing the rest up to 2 DLCs, or even the older factions. Obviously the Empire just had one, and they've had one before. So maybe there's still more to come for all of the factions, who knows. I don't actually know anything like secret or anything like that, so who knows. You watch my videos between turns? A good choice. Nice one, Dom. Also, can I mod Orlogovich remove the underscored name guy? What do you mean? Not sure who you mean. The underscored name guy. Oh, right, this underscored name guy. There is no god, burn me alive! You on about? He's saying stuff in German. Anyway, I can't read it, so... Is he a problem? Is it tournament time? Yes. I'm going to talk. I'll tell you about how to get in and stuff in a minute, once I switch my version over, and it hopefully works okay. Yeah, so I'll be back in a minute. Might take me 5 minutes or so, so don't be surprised if I'm not back straight away. But yeah, when we return, we'll be doing the free-for-all tournament. If you want to get involved, you may be able to. We're going to use a spin wheel to decide who gets in, but anyone who's a regular around here will have more of a chance of getting in. There's only a few slots for non-regulars, but you can get in potentially. Okay. See you in a bit. He's probably going to leave now anyway, because I'm ending the stream for now. See you in 5 minutes or so, hopefully.